What's up, everybody? Happy Monday. That's a vibe. It's a vibe. What's up, guys? I don't own the rights to this music, so Facebook and Instagram understand that. I don't own any rights to the music that's playing. How y'all doing today? Where y'all checking in from? I got my tea today. Chilling on Magic Monday, Motivational Monday. I'm gonna let y'all get in, check in where y'all checking in from around the world. We here in the ATL. It's a vibe. What's going on, guys? You know what it is, marriage porn. Check us out on Instagram. Marriage porn, P.O.R.N. acronym. Stands for Pure, Open, Renew, Navigate. This is the marriage porn that you can be addicted to right here, because we talking about good stuff over here, baby. Talking about good stuff. Good marriage stuff, good marriage material. Yeah, so if you haven't checked out the title is Do You Help or Do You Disable? This is the men's talk, fellas. Do you help or do you disable your wife? Or vice versa. Do she help or does she disable you? Right? Matter of fact, my wife have got me this book. She got me this book over the weekend. I haven't checked it out yet, but I'm gonna check it out. It's Bible Promise book for men. I was just going over some of the stuff that's in here, and it's really good. Look at her. See, she can't. That's how women is. They can't. It's a men's Monday talk, and she can't stay out of the scene of everything.
Cause I be popping. What can I say?
Because right now she's disabling the whole live. This is disabling what we about to get into, fella.
I'm not even like dressed, hair,
Exactly. See?
I'm still gorgeous.
You are gorgeous.
Gorgeous, baby. Natural. This is a natural.
All right.
My real eyebrows,
baby,
my real eyelashes.
Too much. She's doing too much, y'all. You see that?
This is the real deal.
This has been one of those. This has been one of the weekends where we've been annoying each other.
The real hair.
You know when you've been annoying, y'all both been annoying to each other. I'm gonna just be real with y'all. This is one of those weekends where we both been annoying each other. She been on my nerves. I've been on her.
He get on my nerves.
See, she needs.
But I still made him his tea for the night, though.
Yeah. Okay.
I did. What you do? You put some honey in it.
That was helping.
Exactly.
But while she's in here, she's disabling the process.
All right. I got my cousin on. Hey, cousin. Bye. Y'all have fun, men talk.
Yeah.
I hope your husband's here.
Get your tea so you can sip on some tea.
Look, you look good though.
We're not gonna
You got the muscles. Yo, don't be showing too much muscles on here now.
You know, you gotta do it.
It's the men on here, so whatever.
Yeah. It's all good. It's all good. Yeah. All right. Whatever. You just hated on my little.
I might not ignore you tonight.
Watch out! You just hated on my little cameo. Anyway, so what's up, fellas? How y'all doing today? How y'all doing? I hope y'all had a magic and wonderful Monday. Let's get started on what's going on. Today the topic came off. There she goes. She's in the back, right?
Oh, you said I'm annoying you this week, right?
She's really push it to the limit. Anyway, so what I wanted to talk about was, and this is just an open conversation today, you guys. I'm just relaxing, chilling, vibing. So I had the music on, just vibing, and I'm really talking about basically helping and disable, right? So when it comes to just your wife in general, you know, things that you can help her with, are you helping her or are you disabling her from advancing to being the greater wife that she can be, you know? And I like to resort back to a lot of us husband, or a lot of husbands that I used to know or previous know, used to be called yes man. Y'all ever heard of that term? Yes man? I'm a yes man, or he's a yes man. That means he says yes to everything, no matter what the situation is or how he feel or whatever. That's the yes man, right? Yes, whatever you want. Yes, whatever you want me to do. Yes, okay. Some women like the yes man, right? But in actuality, are we really helping our wives by being a yes man? I don't think so, because right there, you're not really setting the ground rules of actually who you are as the man of the household and the leader of the family. You know what I mean? So being that yes man is really pretty much disabling your wife to just show her full potential of a woman that she can be. You know, she might ask you to do something. And I'm not saying that, it's certain things that, just the way society is based off, it's certain things that women do, right? There's certain things like they should love, doing, or, not actually, I don't want to stereotype, but, most women like to clean their house, like to have their house clean, or they like to cook, or they like to, and I go back to my wife. My wife, she cooks, but she don't cook. Like, she can cook. She cook good, just enough, but she don't cook better than me. And she know that. I know that, right? So, if I cooked all the time, because I can cook real good, am I disabling my wife from actually being or cooking or having the potential of cooking like she should or like she could? You get what I'm saying? So, that's what I mean. Are we helping, or are we disabling our wives and just every activity that we do, just going about different things daily, And see, these are the things that we got to talk about, because this is a real touchy subject when it comes to that other spouse not being there in the picture no more. Or, as far as them, maybe passing, or they might have an illness, or they get sick or something like that. So when it comes to helping or disabling your spouse, you really got to think about the things that are you doing. And not saying that you're predicting that you're going to be, that death is going to be, or you're going to be sick or anything. But you want her to be able to still carry that load and, be able to handle the torch as you pass the torch on certain things that you were good at, that she can actually start to grow and be good at too. And that's part of the relationship and part of communication with your wife. You know what I'm saying? That's part of the fun and enjoyment times that you take with your wife. If your wife don't know how to cook, that's when you bring her in the kitchen with you and you show her certain dishes that she can cook, that the kids like, that you like, that the family like, and she starts to do her own thing. And then now y'all both in the kitchen working together. This is turning into a romantic vibe, right? It's not just we in the kitchen just cooking. Now we in the kitchen having conversation. We having fun. I'm around her cutting the vegetables and just little stuff like that, talking a little frisky and everything as we cook, So now I'm gonna tell you, in the beginning of me and my wife's relationship, no, she did not cook really as much as she cooks now. She cooks a lot. Actually, she cooks more than me now, right? She cooks more than me. But that's not saying she's a better cook. That's just saying now that she's got into the rhythmic flow of me inviting her into the kitchen on actually getting, deep into cooking and doing different things. Now, so she cooked majority of the days, throughout the week. And usually I'll take over on the weekends and sometimes and do it like that. So in the beginning, I used to cook all the time. Right? I never asked her to cook. I like to cook, you know what I'm saying? So it really wasn't a thing. But then it was sometimes I didn't want to cook. And so when I didn't want to cook, what we do? Go out to eat. Go grab something to eat. She'll be running like, hey, we can go out to eat real quick, She'll say that real quick. But now I got her to accustom to coming in the kitchen and actually seeing what I'm doing, And then instead of just being busy on something else, I say, hey, take the time out to see what I'm actually doing. Or if she likes a certain dish that I cook, you got to see what I'm doing to prepare that dish and how I'm seasoning it and how I'm making it look good. And also vice versa. Now it's certain dishes that my wife can cook, throw down on, that I can't throw down on, and she just got her touch to it. You know what I mean? So those are the things that I started learning about her, you know. Far as a good thing I like to talk about, and it's a real conflict issue in marriages, is money, right? So money, are you disabling your spouse with your wife, particularly because this is a man call? Are you disabling her with her managing her money, right? Meaning you not even just giving her accountability of her spending habit if she spends a lot, you know. Maybe you're the one that keeps all the books together and see how things are going, and she likes to spend a little bit more than the average, right? So if she's spending more than the average, or she's not maintaining the books or maintaining the accounts, that's when you're disabling her, because you're not showing her how you're trying to grow, or what's the goal or the financial goal of your family, right? The financial goal of your marriage, or the financial goal of the next trip you want to go on, or the next vacation, or, you know, a next milestone, something milestone. You might be aiming towards a certain type of car, a certain type of house. You might want to buy land or something like that. But the fact that you're not navigating your wife, and you're not helping her with actually learning what you're doing to actually flip this money, to make this extra money, to actually gain interest on this money, how this money is really valuable, learning about assets, you know, and stuff like that. If you're disabling her and just letting her go on about being her merry, pretty old way, just, you know, oh, I'm just the wife, I just cook, I just, you know, I'm here, right? Then that's really disabled. You're not helping your wife, right? Because it's going to be that day that somebody's not going to be there. And who's going to be able to manage that stuff? The next person to be in line to manage it should be the person you married to, right? The person you married to should be the next person that should take the keys, or take the relationship by the wheel, and be able to handle things, even if you're getting sick, or even if you decide if you passed away. You know what I mean? So those financial burdens usually impact a woman. And as men, we gotta actually teach them certain things to do, you know, certain ways to go about handling money, or certain things to deal with a certain way. Now, it's certain things you could come across, certain scenarios that you come across, and you handle it better just because you're a man, right? You handle it better. But that's not saying that you can't teach your wife how to handle certain situations, you know, and actually use the tactics that you use to handle different situations as a man. Now, do we help? Now, helping is really a low characteristic as far as men. I'm gonna just be straight up. Like, we help, but we don't go over, up, and beyond to help. You know what I mean? So, what I mean by helping is, and that's why I said it's the difference between helping and disable. Are you helping your wife? Now, are you helping her with certain things that she can use help with around the house, just so you can have some extra free time? See, a lot of us fellas, we want that extra free time, but what happens? We don't get that extra free time because what? The wifey already got a honey-do list. Honey, I want you to do this. Honey, I want you to do that. Honey, I want you to do this. Honey, I want you to paint the deck. Honey, I want you to build the clubhouse. Honey, I want you to, you know, do all this stuff, right? But if we started helping her with certain situations that she got going on, or certain things that she might be dealing with the kids, or certain things she might be dealing with at work, that would give us fellas that space and that time for us, and we can have that space and time and opportunity for ourselves, where now we can chill back, because she really don't have that honey-do list. Now, that honey-do list is not valid right now because we done helped her. You know, even before I got on this Zoom, or once I just got my son home from soccer practice, he knew the plan. He was like, look, you just got home from soccer. Before he even got out the car, I said, hey, you know, you got to go shower. When you come back, I see my wife. I said, hey, what do you need me to help you with? Right? Those are key words, fellas, that we got to always use and implicate in our vocabulary. What do you need to help? What do you need me to help you with? Soon as you see your wife, kiss her and say, you know, this would be better than asking her how her day went. Hey, babe, What do you need help with today? She got something that she's going to need help with, right? So when she give us these things that she need help with, that's going to take less stress off us as fellas. You know what I'm saying? We ain't going to have to worry about the other stuff, or she's not going to be just as stressed out. And this even goes back to, you know, some of you fellas that ain't really, you know what I'm saying, being more intimate with your wife, and you want that intimacy with her, right? This gonna help you out with that, because now you setting the tone. Back to what I said on the first video that I created. Setting the tone, right? That goes back to that. If you ain't, you know, being very intimate and you ain't getting that loving that you want, you come in the house, give a kiss. Hey, what can I help you with? Right? Boom. So she might say, hey, I didn't get to this, or I didn't get to that. I didn't get to fold the laundry. I didn't get to, you know, I was doing this and doing that. Because, see, during the time that she telling you what she need help with, she also is explaining how her day went, right? So we killing two birds with one stone, right? That's how you do that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, babe, what you doing? What you need help with? Can you help me with the dishes and the laundry and stuff? So I'm doing the laundry. Yeah. Do you know this and that happened today? Okay, cool. Now as I'm doing work with her and helping her with stuff around the house, or anything that she need help with, or she want to learn something, or something that she's interested in, and now we're talking and that communication, because at the end of the day, your wife is your best friend. Your wife is your best friend, so that communication gotta be there, right? So this is little avenues right there. When you start helping her with certain things, now you're opening up the communication, and we're not communicating about drama stuff. It's more stress-free conversations. And that's what you want to have with your wife. You want to have stress-free, many stress-free conversations that you can have with your wife, right? And, you know, they say, you know, that right there is going to make her happy. She's going to feel happy that you're interested. And then guess what, guys? As we're doing things, most of us, we start paying attention. Like we could multitask. So as we're doing something and she asked us to do something, we can multitask by listening to how her day was going, or to what she's got going on. And now we're in that conversation where we respond, right? Because if you come on home, right? You come home, you say, hey, babe, how was your day? You sit like this, basically. You just... And you like, yeah, for real? Wow. She did that? They crazy over there. See, you doing that. And then what she gonna do, she gonna later on, she gonna hit you back with something that she said during that conversation, and you ain't gonna know nothing that she said. You ain't gonna have a clue. And she was like, you was just there. I was just talking to you about that. And you were like, yo, I don't know. I don't remember that. You gonna say that, right? So, when you start helping, and then you're interacting with the conversation of how her day was, and now you're responding to her conversation, this right here kills the stress bug out the day, you know. And look, that's a great tip right there for us helping. So when you come into the house, hey babe, what can I help you with? If she says nothing, you say, you sure? Because there's always something. Look, I'm going to tell you like this. It might not be nothing to do, but I don't know about you. My wife, she always got something for me to do. I don't know why. She already got my day scheduled, it seems like. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just her. Like, she's like, hey, so what are you working on today? Like, dang, I got a supervisor, right? You know, what are you working on? What do you got going on today? Why? Why? What's up? See, that's how I hit her with that. Why? What's up? What you need me to do? No, I was just wondering. No, what do you need me to do? Because I can go ahead and do that right now. See? Because she'll hit you with that, and then she'll wait a little bit. She'll like, let him get in his zone and figure out what he really doing, or is he bullcrapping? And then I'm going to come back to him, and I'm going to be like, hey, so I did need you to do this one thing. Right there. And that right there is going to get on our nerves, fella, because right there, we might be watching the game. You know what I'm saying? You like, yo, she know I'm watching the game right now and she want to ask me to do something, right? Because you idled that time, you didn't give her that time, you didn't give her that space first thing when you came in the house, you know. I do a thing like this, you know, actually before I even come in the house, if I'm on the phone with boys or anything like that, I make sure I get off the phone before I even get in the house. Nothing secretive or nothing, but when I want to, cause that conversation could get real deep and you come to the phone and she be like, dang, he just walked right past me like I'm not here or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I cut the conversation short, say, you know what? Hey, bro, I'm about to go in the house. You know, wifey, I'm going to holler at her, see what she got going on. Then I'm going to hit you back. Boom. Right? That's how we do that. Go in the house. Hey, babe. How you doing? Fine. Okay. What do you need help with? Right? You run those things like that. You run it like that and you always ask her what does she need help with. Now the disabling part is far as if your wife is not really strong on a particular area. Can you close my door? If your wife is not strong in a particular area, then this is where you cannot disable her. You still got to make her push through, right? Any area that you notice that there's a weakness in, you got to have her push through, you know, and you got to let her know. She might come into a situation like my wife today. You know, my wife trades. You know, I don't know, not too many wives probably trade, but my wife trades, right? She called me at work. She was mad because the trade wasn't going her way, right? So, what I said is the stuff that she don't want to hear, right? I said, so did you put, you know, y'all might not know these terms. I said, did you put a stop loss? Did you put a take profit? No. This is all the stuff that you learn, but you're not doing it. But you mad because the trade went the other way. How you mad because the trade went the other way, but you're not even putting in the parameters for your trade to go the right way, or for you to save money, or for you not to even lose a certain amount of money? In the conversation, she got mad. She hung up on me. Cool. I'm fine with that. You know what I'm saying? I'm the type, you hang up on me, don't expect me to call you back. You gonna call me back. And when you call me back, I hope it's an apology. You know what I'm saying? Like you was tripping. You know what I'm saying? But I don't call back when you hang up. That's just me. She known that ever since we dated. Whatever. She called. Look, the worst thing you could do is hang up and expect me to call you back. I'm about to go about my merry way in my life. And then you guys, what was you doing? You didn't call me back. Yeah, because you hung up on me. Evidently, you didn't want to talk to me. If you hang up on somebody, evidently you don't want to talk to them. Right? So, with that situation, she had to push through. She had to learn. I said, you know what? And before she got off, I said, did you check your analysis? Did you check everything? Go back over and look at everything that you was trying to look at. So she did that. And, you know, that was the end of the conversation. She had to push through that. I can't be like, hey, babe, let me trade for you. No, I'm not trading for her. I'm not doing that. You know, certain things you can't do for your wife. You got to let them go through the hardness. You know what I mean? My wife, she don't like to drive at night, right? But if it's a clear night, I might every now and then make her drive at night. Now, I don't like her driving at night because she wear her glasses. But guess what? She ain't been wearing her glasses. So, hey, that ain't my problem. You know you supposed to wear glasses. You know, I ain't going to let us wreck or nothing, but you go drive at night because guess what? This right here is going to remind you when you're in this car that you need to have your glasses regardless if it's daytime or nighttime. You need to be prepared with your glasses. If you can't see at night, you need to have your glasses in the car. This goes for all you guys that wear glasses. If you don't wear them during the day or your contacts, you need to have them in the car at nighttime so you can see, because that's not going to be the excuse with me. You know what I mean? Cause I like to have fun, you know, and you know, I don't want to get stopped. You know what I mean? So I like to have fun. So she need to have her glasses. She got to be prepared. And these are the things right here now. When you're talking about disabling, it's also helping them prepare and push through and go through adversity and get over scaredness, get over the fear, right? You got some of your wives might not like to drive in the rain. They might pull over and sit in a parking lot until the rain completely stop and not trying to go nowhere, right? They got to overcome that fear. And if you in the car, fellas, they need to overcome that fear while you in the car with them. You get what I'm saying? Because you got to, I'm not telling you you're disabled, but you still got to give them that comfort. Like, look, you can drive in the rain with or without me. It's the same with or without me. You know, I'll guide you, but in times of, you know, it might be an emergency and you're going to have to drive in the rain. What are you going to do then? What if somebody's at the hospital and it's just a thunderstorm? You just going to sit at the house and see, well, can they videotape me from the... No, you need to be there. You need to be there. You got to make decisions. No, you got to drive through that rain. What are you going to do? You going to take an Uber? No, we ain't got time for no Uber. You got to be there now. You get what I'm saying? So certain things like that is helping to push through situations. So these are everyday situations that we come across. Now, as far as relationship situation, right? Relationship. How are you helping your wife in the relationship aspect of just you and her? Right? Is she's the one planning all the trips? You know? Is she's the one planning all the date nights? You know, I'm talking to myself too sometimes, you know. Sometimes I do the date, but she does a lot of date nights. But I think we like 50-50 on date nights. You might a little bit
What's
more,
you know.
The D? Yeah, so are you helping her with date night? She in the background, y'all hear her. Like, are you helping her with date night? You know, you taking the initiative to help her with the date night, or you taking the initiative to just be proactive in expressing your love to her. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm talking to myself at times. You know what I mean? At times, you know. Let me sip my tea on this one.
Don't choke.
Yeah, don't choke on it. Let me sip on it. So different things in different situations like that. Now, are you disabling her? Now, are you the one who always doing the date night? Right? Are you the one? Are you the fella that, hey babe, let's go out to this place. Hey babe, let's do this. Hey babe, let's do that. And she just sit back and she's not part of it and she's really not included, really. You know. We used to do a thing back in the day. I mean, this was funny, right, to me, right? This was in my dating area, you know. This is when I used to date, right? I used to take girls out on a date, right? And they'd be like, I'd do the trick, like, they'd be like, hey, I'd be like, hey, you want to go out on a date? They'd be like, yeah, sure. And I'd be like, where you want to go? And then they'd say, it's wherever you want to go. Cool. I didn't even give them a chance to respond because I already had a place set in mind before they even, you know, when they said that, I was ready for that. I was like, cool. I got somewhere, you know what I'm saying? Because guess what? I already had my budget. I already knew what I was going to eat. You know what I'm saying? I knew if she ordered the most expensive thing on there, I could cover it. You get what I'm saying? So those are things, right? I used to play those type of games back in the day. You know what I'm saying? But now, you got to include the wifey with everything that you do. So when it comes to certain things, you want her to be involved just as much as you involved. Don't be the one that's always taking the initiative. You gotta always stepping the foot forward. You gotta actually let her do some stuff, but you gotta differentiate. What are you helping her with, and what are you hurting her with? What are you disabling her with? And so that's why I said, like I said in the beginning, you don't want to be that yes man. You don't want to be the yes man because guess what? If you're the yes man, you're not emotionally filled by your wife. I'm gonna just straight up tell you, you're not emotionally filled by your wife, because you're not even taking in consideration of your own feelings about any situation. You're just worried about all her feelings when it should be both of y'all feelings. Both of y'all should come together on something. It shouldn't be, oh, it's how she feels, it's what she wants, it's what she want to do. If she want to go there, it's what, if she want to eat this, if she want to eat crap, I'ma eat crap. Come on, man, for real? No, you disabling her, right? Because you being a yes man, right? And then, it's some wives right there that don't really say what they want. You got to also make your wife have a voice, right? And this is a lot of things that I notice with a lot of men when you're not around, far as you're the husband, that your wife don't have your voice. She should have your voice where she stands up for you. In the presence that she is not there, her voice should be just as strong as your voice. And that goes with any person she come across with in business. If you got a business and you're not there to run it, and she comes up to the job, she should be the one that have that voice to run your business, and everybody should respect her just as much as they respect you. You get what I'm saying? Same goes for the kids. If you got kids in the house, if you're not there, the kids should respect the mom voice just as much. She shouldn't have to call you and say, I've been yelling at them all day. They should be listening to her as much as they listen to you. Now, I know it's more affirming when, far as fathers, we come and they know we don't play that. But at the same time, they should still take that same respect with the mother at hand. And they know if she saying something, they should already know that she's going to go tell daddy. Right? Right. Cool. So, I wanted to go over like just different aspects of how can you help your wife, how can you disable. My wife actually helped me by just, she came home with this. I didn't expect this. She came home with this book, I'm going to check it out because it got a lot of good things, and I think I could start my days off with this. It got, different content like ability, absence. Huh?
What's the name of it?
Oh, the name of the book, again, is Bible Promise Book for Men, right? So these are the promises that God made to us, you know what I'm saying? Abilities, absence, accountability, anger, empathy, attitude, backsliding, beginning, Bible, call of God, challenges, changes, character, children, choices, churches, commitments, condemnation, confessions. This is gonna be real good. So I see that whatever I'm going through during this certain time, this is something that I know that God had promised me through the book, right? So I would take that, like she just recently got that this weekend. She brought that home, and so she taking the initiative, right? She taking the initiative. I'm not disabling my wife from getting anything that she want to get because she's getting something that's going to make me a better man, right? Your wife should be doing the same thing as well, right? Getting something for you that's going to be make you a better man. Make you a better man in the household, make you a better man in society as well, right? So I just really wanted to talk to you guys about that. And also, just when it comes to helping, it's really, really important because our wives take on a lot of responsibility as far as the household. I know we're outside doing our thing and we handling the business, but they take on a lot of weight. They take on a lot of stress. They take the stress off of us. They take the stress off of us as husbands and as the man of the house. They take a lot of stress off of, So when it comes to helping, you got to be that one to bring that to light. So anybody that's out there that want to conversate, talk about, how do you help your wife, or do you feel you're doing something to disable her? You know, if there's any comments that you want to leave that you feel you're doing something to disable, or you want to question, or you have a question on, do you feel like, just, you know, type in the comments saying, hey, I wonder, is this really disabling my wife? You know what I mean? Or I wonder, is this really helping my wife? You know, we can actually have a conversation on that, you know. But I like to hit on mainly the main aspect in the relationship is the communication, the intimacy, and the finances, right? Those three things right there are key point in the helping and disabling, you know, conversation that I really wanted to go across. And it's Monday, guys. I like that, and that's why I like to do Men's Monday, to start off the week, right? To start off the week on just rolling, getting everything rolling in a good way, in a good momentum, far as just the energy that we bring to the table, the energy that we bring to our wives. I hope this conversation and these conversations that we've been having been bringing light to your relationship, because that's our whole goal and motive, is to actually bring light to these relationships. And also these videos that we post, and you have certain things you want to talk about or certain topics, these are icebreaker material. You know, we call them icebreakers. You know, you could say, hey, I was watching this live my boy was doing, you know, and I really thought about something that he hit on, and he hit on something that we're kind of going through right now, you know. So I want to kind of change the dynamic of our relationship in a better way. You know, as men, we got to take that leadership role and do that, right? Got to take the leadership role and do that, and really be, you know, conscious of what we're doing in our activities and our daily activities, you know. And like I said, I could fault myself too. I come short too on certain things. I'm not perfect, you know. I'm not perfect on, you know, nevertheless, but I just like to keep it, you know, straight up 100 with you people as we talk, you know, as fellas, as we talk in a community, and we talk, because I know it's a lot of marriages that are going through certain things, and they don't have that community to discuss what they're going through. And that's what we are. We're that outlet. We're that community to actually discuss different things that are going on and that's not getting settled. Right? It's a lot of things. It's a lot of conversations that are being swept under the rug. And if you're having those conversations that are being swept under the rug, and it's something that you really want to talk about or anything, fellas, hey, put it in the comments. Put it in the chat and just say, hey, or you can just private message me, and I won't say your name or whatever. It's something that you might be going through, and I'll make that a topic, and we can get on that, and we can hit on that. You know, I'll do my research, you know, and we can hit on that topic and talk about what we can do. What are some resources? What are some tools that we can start using going forward to change the dynamic of your relationship, right? Because I think as we build together these strong marriages, we build a strong tribe, right? We build a strong tribe, we build a strong community. And it don't matter where you at in the world, right? A strong marriage, it starts right there, because that's the umbrella that the whole family is under, right? If you think about it, you think about your grandparents, right? When you look at them, you know, the longevity, if you got grandparents that's been married a long time and stuff like that, you respect that, because you know that they went through some stuff, right? You know that they went through the test of times and they experienced everything under the sun, and you can get that knowledge and you can understand how to actually just be a replication of them, or even better than them. And most older people that I came across that's been in a relationship, and in a relationship really long, for many years, 25 plus years, I always ask them just to see if this is going to change, but it never changed. I always ask them, what kept you together so long? And the number one answer is communication. And I say, is that it? And they say, no. The second thing is, before I make a decision, I think about the other person, right? So before you make any dramatic decision, you got to think about the other person. And you got to put yourself in their shoes as well. You can't be on a one-sided relationship, right? You can't be, and like, you know, fellas, I'm going to be straight up, you know, it might be some of us out here. We might, you know, do our thing or whatever, you know. But if your wife did that, right, you probably be ready to throw divorce papers right there on the table, right? You probably be like, yo, it's over, it's done. But you don't think that she has the right to do the same thing? You get what I'm saying? So these are straight up conversations. And at the end of the day, you got to make sure that she's really there for you. And I hope she's really there for you because you took the time out to make a covenant under God. So I feel that she's really there for you. She's really down for you. And you got to make her feel to the highmost queen. She got to be above everything else besides God. You know what I'm saying? You got to put her up there and make her feel that, you know, make her feel that appreciation. So with these type of avenues and stuff like that, you got to start helping. You got to help more. And I know we be tired from the days that we come in or whatever, but still, if she tells you, hey, I really need help with this, listen to her. You know, I really want to talk. And sometimes we hate to have that conversation when she say, hey, I really want to talk to you, right? And you're like, all right, later. You never know. She might be telling you she want to talk to you because she ain't feeling you as like she used to. Right? She might be having that feeling. She might be like, yo, I'm not feeling you. And somebody else is sparking my attention. See, that's the thing about a woman. She'll have the cojones to say something like that, but we won't. You know? Just straight up, we won't. She'll have the boss to say, yo, I'm not feeling you, but I'm feeling somebody else right now. Now, where do you go from there? You know what I'm saying? Because see, now when you start helping and you have these conversations every day and you say, hey, what can I help you with? What can I help you with? Well, one thing you're doing is you're out serving your wife. You're out serving her. You gotta out serving her. And that's the only competition that you should have with your spouse, is out serving them. Who can make who feel better even more, right? Because it's one of those things that it's like something that latches on, right? If you keep consistently doing something that is good and they're around you, the other person has no choice but to eventually do some good. They can't just, you know what I'm saying? They can't not say, oh, you know, they're just doing it. I'm just going to be sorry. They're going to be sorry, but they're going to feel it at the end. And if they're not, that's something you let God deal with. You get what I'm saying? Keep being who you are. Let God deal with that situation. You ain't got to, you know what you doing is right. You know how you handling stuff. Let God be the handle of that situation. And, you know, if they just say, you know what, she's not doing nothing. If she's not doing nothing and you're doing all this out serving, that's when you got to pray. You got to pray that your wife get closer to God. You say, hey, you know what, God, I really need her to get closer to you. I don't know what's going on. She's not talking to me. Situation's getting kind of sour, kind of funky. I need you to get close to her. Can you hug on her? Can you love on her? Because she's not taking my love. Can she take your love? Right? And if that comes in, which it will, then she might come back to you and she'll start recognizing how she been acting or how she been, you know, not giving you the credit, you know, not respecting you, not saying, you know, how grateful she are of you, how proud how proud of a man she is of you. You know, she's glad that you're her husband. She thank God that he put you in her life. You get what I'm saying? She started doing those type of things, then you know, because you'll hate, and I know she would hate for the day that she never got to tell you those type of things. And vice versa for us fellas. You got to tell her like, hey, I'm grateful for you. I'm glad you're a good mother. I'm glad you take care of our kids. Look at our, and if you got older kids, be like, look what you done with our kids. Look, they're being successful. They're going to school. They're going to college. They got their own job. They got their own house. They're doing stuff, that we never did at their age. And it's all because of you. I put a posting up today in the marriage thing, and it was Denzel Washington. And they said, Denzel, why are you so successful? He said, because of my wife. That's why I'm successful. Right? He said, basically, because of my wife, that's the reason I got all the success. And you know why? Because she gave him that doorway, that pathway to let him know, I want you to be the man that you can be to your fullest potential. I got your back regardless. But just be the best you can be, right? Just be the best you can be, right? So, with that, guys, I just want to say, help and don't disable, right? We want to help our wives and not disable them. And if they could learn something, teach them something. If they're willing to learn, teach them, right? Don't disable them. If they're scared and fear of something, help them overcome their fear. That's what you're there for. You the man. That's what you're there for. To let them know you got them secured. You got their back. They ain't gonna fall short of nothing, right? They ain't gonna fall short of nothing because you got them and you're ready for them to do what they gotta do, right? So, with that said, guys, thank you for tuning in. I will be posting this on YouTube. Hey, go on our YouTube page. If you're watching this, go on our YouTube page, like and subscribe, okay? And subscribe especially because we got all our videos from all our previous content that we had, all our previous streams and Facebook, Instagram. We got all those videos on there as well. Also, follow our marriage porn on Instagram, right? Follow that on Instagram, marriage porn, marriage.p.o.r.n on Instagram. We got some good content. It's some romantic stuff. It's just, good vibe. Something as you go through your day, to help your marriage and stuff. Good ideas, stuff, good quotes and stuff about just marriage life, God life, and just positivity, right? So, also don't forget to go to direct.me/Barker Worldwide, where we got a lot more of our content. That's our web page. You can check out. Me and my wife are putting together the classes. We'll be posting that up next week. We have the different classes that you can join. These are classes that are going to be more in depth on what we're talking about as far as what we do here on Facebook Live and stuff. We also have one-on-one sessions as well, but we'll also have a group section that you can join in where we'll talk about certain stuff like being addicted to porn. We got to get that out the way, and that's not just for us fellas, that's also for women, because statistically women are starting to actually be more into porn than men. So that's another thing that we'll talk about. Difficult conversations, we're going to have that. That's something like the real stuff we really want to talk to you guys about. Hey, you got to pay for that one, because that's real in depth. That's real serious, right? So those real conversations we're not going to do on this platform right here. This is something we do every week that everybody can talk about. It's a mindset. It's a, different stuff that your relationship go through. But the real deal stuff is going to be on our webpage that we talk about. We're going to get deeper and dive in deeper with other stuff that we're going through in marriages that are really not getting talked about. And that right there is the stuff that's getting swept under the rug. So, with that said, that's a vibe, guys. I don't own the rights to this music, but I want y'all to enjoy the rest of y'all week, fellas. Again, started off like this. Last note, started off like this when you come in the house to wifey. Try it tomorrow. Try it for 7 days straight. See how the atmosphere is. Just try it for 7 days straight. Come in, say, hey, babe. How you doing? Good. Hey, look, you got anything you need me to do? Right? you might want to do it twice a day. You know what I'm saying? When you come home from work, wait a little bit. You done did some other stuff, whatever you got in your zone. When you get done, go back to it. Hey, is there anything you need me to do? And you do that too before you're ready to watch the game or you ready to, chill and watch a Netflix or whatever. Make sure you do that because then that right there can kill all the interruptions of when you really want to just chill, relax, and do your thing. So, peace out. Y'all have a blessed one. Have a great weekend. Y'all stay motivated, stay positive, and we out. I'll holla at you. See you Wednesday.
Good way to get off topic.
What?
I think it's right here.
I know.
Can I get my phone back?